Hey, what's going on, Scorpio? How are you? Scorpio, I want to thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for your energy. I just really appreciate it so much. Thank you so much for your time and for your awesomeness. And if you're here for the first time, honestly, just welcome, welcome, welcome. So Scorpio, I do apologize that I kind of left you and a couple of other signs hanging for the first part of May for the generals. I'm not even gonna flex on you. Like, to be very honest with you, like, energetically within myself, I just was dealing with some personal BS. Not BS, just, just things that we all deal with, right? But as an interpreter of energy, I don't like to bring that to any of my messages. I don't, I just want to make sure there is a clear channel, and that, you're not getting any messages that are personally biased to me. So with that being said, again, I apologize sincerely. So this is going to be your messages for June of 2019, in love and romance. And in fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this back to a series that we actually began in January, called Separation Station, where we explored you and the separated status of, the person that you're dealing with, and what that looks like as far as reconciliation during the time frame. Okay, understand also though that time is fluid; it's not necessarily linear. Okay, and as well as the energies between you and that other person, they're also fluid. Okay, so this could resonate for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, if you have those placements. Also, I will include cross watcher if you're here watching for your Scorpio person. Okay, this could just be a little bit, these messages could resonate with you as well. If the messages don't resonate at all, then you guys already know. Leave those messages where they are. You can watch your other signs, or there's countless other great readers here on this platform that you can, that you could relate to. Okay. So, Scorpio, let's take a look and see what the central energies look like for you for the month of June of 2019 in regards to whomever you're separated from, okay? Or whomever you feel like the strongest separation from. I get, Scorpio. Okay, also keep in mind, again, this could be what this person is feeling towards Scorpio. So Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, you might be watching this like, I don't feel no way. But that person, there could be someone who feels this way about you. And you might be hearing from them, or might not. We'll see. We'll see what this says. All right, Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpio. Here, thank you, Spirit. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I have talked way too much. Whoa. Wow. All right, Scorpio. Heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. Okay? This is, honestly, I have mixed feelings about this card. I'm not even going to front. What I more strongly feel is, I feel like there's some sort of miscommunications between this person. I feel like, one person tries to initiate a lot of conversation, whereas the other person is like, they just don't want to necessarily get that deep, whether that's you or them, Scorpio. Honestly, Scorpio, I feel you don't mind going that deep. It's the other person that probably feels as though, it's like they almost kind of feel where a lot of things that are expressed or told just kind of comes off very, I don't want to say nagging, but it's more so like they just don't want to hear it, or they feel as though they, for whatever reason, they don't want to hear it. I mean, that's their reasons, but either they just don't want to hear, or they're just not as interested in going as deep in conversation, or as they weren't interested in the time it took to in the things it took to do to go to such deep Scorpio levels. And as a Libra, personally, I've had my own experiences with Scorpio, and I mean, I don't know. I could just, it could just be myself, you know, or it could just be a Libra Scorpio relationship. I mean, you guys can talk about that in the comments, but whomever is dealing with Scorpio, I just feel like Scorpio was just a little too deep for them. Okay. And Scorpio is not meaning, you know, it's not putting you in any type of bad light. You know, it's not putting you in any type of bad light. I just feel as though whomever you were dealing with just wasn't as interested in going to such deep levels. Like they may have wanted to keep things a little bit lighthearted, you know, but it could again be vice versa. So let's take a look at some of the darker things, what's going on behind this, why there needs to be heart-to-heart conversations. Okay. So we have two cards that come out. We have non-action. And then we also have, oh, three. Oh, okay. All right. So non-action, ruthless, and medicating. This could speak to the disinterested party here. This is more so like where this person, someone didn't know exactly how to, they didn't know exactly how to like say that, you know, listen, Scorpio, I'm not really, I don't know how to tell you that I don't want to be that deep, like, you know, or at least not yet, you know. You know, they kind of just let things kind of fester and didn't really do anything or say anything about it. And then when they finally did, they did it. It's like they had to, this person may have had to break up with you, or Scorpio, you may have had to break up. I keep wanting to say Virgo. You could have been dealing with a Virgo. But either way, somebody necessarily didn't know exactly how they were going to maybe kind of end things easily. So it's like as time went on, like they didn't really do anything. They just kind of let things fester up. And finally, they got the liquid courage or some kind of courage through substance to really say how they felt. But it wasn't really like they meant to. It was just, it just came out just, you know, in that type of way. So let's take a look at more of the lighter aspects of it. Oh, goodness. No, one more time. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Oh, twin flame. What? Twin flame. I'm going to clarify this. I got to clarify this. This person is definitely, and it's shot right out. This person is holding back. This person is, I do feel like this other person, Scorpio, that you're dealing with, if they're not holding back, they're just not necessarily just ready to kind of go to the deep level that you're ready to go to just yet. Okay, Virgo. I mean, Scorpio. God dang it. Oh my God. There's a Virgo out here watching this. Yeah, that's another reason why I just kind of feel like Scorpio, you were definitely willing to, go there. Like you wanted this to go there, and you were finally just putting out those signs to show that that's what you wanted to do. And honestly, I just feel like that person just, by the time that you felt ready, that this person was your actual person and twin flame and ready to move forward, once you begin to express that, it's like that person just had kind of felt like they were just waiting so long that, they just, if they didn't grow disinterested, they were just, it's like they kind of grew disinterested. And by the time that, they were ready to express how they were feeling, you were ready to finally express how you were feeling. And it just kind of grew opposites. Scorpio, I just feel like it's not like you were, it's not like it's not like you, it's not like in the beginning you were less interested in them at first. It's just more so at the beginning you were very, very interested. You just wanted to make sure that, this was going to be the right person. And I feel like that person was maybe wanted to take a little bit more action than you did. But in the midst of waiting, it's like they just kind of, I feel like he just is looking elsewhere, like he's not engaged, Just in the midst of waiting for that, Scorpio, that person just kind of grew disinterested. And finally, when they were able to express their disinterest is when you were expressing how you were ready. And it just didn't end pretty. Because I feel like they kind of had to build up some courage to let you know that, whether that was, they got drunk or high and they had to come and tell you that, or as a result of them telling you that is where you are kind of feeling like, Scorpio, you're needing to kind of turn to some sort of like substance abuse, or I won't say abuse, but some sort of substance. I guess I didn't need to clarify, but I will pull a clarifier either way. Okay, so we've got 2 cards to fall out. So we've got the 7 of Wands, and the 3 of Cups. Yeah, you found yourself finally being ready to want to celebrate this relationship. But at the same time, it's like you're having to defend your position with this relationship. Or you're having to defend the reasons why, or your actions, the reasons why you, took more time to see if you were really ready. And now when you're finally ready, when you should be celebrating, it's just so not that. Scorpio, this seems a little, I don't know, the energy here, it just really feels a little, it seems a little, oblong is what I'm getting. Like, I don't necessarily feel like, Scorpio, you were the most, for some of you, you may not have been the most innocent here in the matter. Okay, Scorpio, there could be some, I'm not gonna lie, there could be some jealousy amongst friends, like with this person, and they may be putting something in that person's ear, like negative things about you or negative traits about you that makes this person less interested in you, and you don't know that, But that's just what spirit says. Let's move over to messages between you and this person. So okay, so Scorpio, yeah. So just to kind of sum it up here, just for placement, because I feel like, I don't know, sometimes I feel like my interpretations are a little hard to follow, but the ones who do follow me, thank you. So what I just feel like, yeah, you're in separation mode now because of, you do feel like this person is your twin flame. This person may have felt like that you're theirs. I do feel like there's just maybe people that they are having heart-to-heart conversations with that aren't necessarily in your favor, Scorpio. or it could be vice versa, where you're having talks with maybe people that are in this other person's circle who just, you know, don't really want to see the best for the relationship anyway. And so it's just kind of creating this drama in a way. So let's take a look at some things that you guys want to express to one another. Oh yeah, I'm gonna take it. Gonna take it. So the first card, might as well. So we have, I want to be authentic. I am no longer afraid. I feel like that's you, Scorpio. You know, you want to come from a very, very real place. And you're no longer afraid to do that. You're ready to take it to the next level. You know, you were ready, you know, and in some level, in some ways, even though you're in separation right now, like you're still ready, you know, to do that. Okay. And then we also have, I can't ignore the signs I'm receiving any longer. I like that. Oh, okay. I like that. It's because I feel like this other person involved, Scorpio, it's they're feeling like you know, like forget what anybody else is telling them, you know, forget, you know, the things that they hear about you from the streets or whatever, you know, it's like they actually are seeing signs, you know, that make them recognize and that, you know, that you're it, or vice versa. You're finally seeing signs that are making you realize that that person is it, you know, even if you haven't been coming from the most authentic place before. Okay. So let's take a look and see what some of those signs could be from signs from spirit. I like this. Oh, I mean, I'm hopeful for, I'm definitely hopeful for reconciliation here. But I do feel like there's just a Virgo crosswatcher out there that is really resonating to this. And if that's you, shout out in the comments. But yeah, Virgo crosswatcher or whatever crosswatcher who's dealing with the Scorpio that this resonates to, where their Virgo is in whatever placement, if not Venus, Virgo or crosswatcher to the Scorpio. I get the sense that, yeah, you avoided getting to a pretty deep level with Scorpio because of either things that you heard about them, things that people were telling you about them. And it's like now, while you're in separation, while you're not taking any action in this relationship, you know, you're getting these feelings and you're seeing these signs that just doesn't allow you to turn that other person off. And it's like the more signs that you see that remind you of them, make you think of them or whatever of them, it just makes you just realize, you know, all the pettiness or just, you know, just the crazy things that caused you guys to separate in the first place. And it just makes you just want to come from a more real place. So that was for the crosswatcher, that little piece of message there, I just feel. But okay, so let's take a look and see with some signs. Signs from spirit, signs from spirit. Spirit, please give us the strongest signs that you need us to recognize. All right, thank you. So, knife, sever. Oh, wow. I feel like, so I don't take this as negatively as some might interpret right away. I honestly, what I do feel like is, I do feel like that knife is just speaking to where you guys are at right now. You know, things just aren't together. You're kind of cut apart from one another. But you know, if we were to flip this upside down, you know, honestly, what I feel is like if we were to flip this upside down, it's more like the Ace of Swords in a way. So regardless of it being a knife and it facing down, there's still like some sort of truth that you're cutting to. There's still some sort of, it's like you're cutting away and you're having to sever ties. Even if it means severing ties with this person, if it's going to get you down to the truth of how you feel, then that's what needs to happen, okay? I don't know. For some of you, it could just be as simple as this person kind of returns back to you saying, listen, you know, I fucked up. You've been wanting this knife set, you know, and this is my gift for you as an offer of, you know, of peace and truce, right? And some sort of symbolistic way of you guys getting back together. I don't know. That's just weirdly specific, but it's whatever, you know, however you interpret these energies, Scorpio. But I do like this energy because I do feel like, yeah, even though you may have like severed things with this person or they may have severed things with you, it kind of feels as though things were just severed just because of as your energy grew stronger, theirs kind of, you know, grew distracted. The longer it took for yours to grow stronger. But they're ready. They're ready, Scorpio. Or, you know, you're getting ready now because you understand that this person is definitely who you're meant to be with. And, you know, there could be something involving knives, or maybe like a conversation that you guys have had about, you know, things being cut off or cutting away, you know, the mess, you know, that you might resonate to here with this. So let's take a look and see how you can navigate through these energies, Scorpio. Excuse me. Wow, Scorpio, y'all's cards are really just... Okay, so it's card number 12. Look at your pattern in relationships. It requires inner strength to recognize that you need to change or modify your behavior. Okay. So yeah, Scorpio, I mean, during this time of separation, like you could be thinking like, all right, well, what can I do, to not say necessarily be a better person, but just, looking over just the things and how relationships have worked out for me in the past. What are some things that I recognize that are, kind of like constants when it deals with different people? What does the ending of the relationship always boil down to? For some of you, it could be that it always comes down to, someone growing disinterested with you during the time that it takes for you to really, begin to trust them on such a deep twin flame level. Okay. So yeah, that's why knife comes up there. It's like you guys are kind of both, it's like you're the twin, you're the twin and they're your other half, but there's a knife right in between you guys and it's not letting you really join together. And oh, great. Wow. Funny thing, my hand just kind of hit the deck and this card flipped over. So we have thorns, hardship. So yeah, this is just, again, just one of those things that it kind of just makes us understand that, in relationships, the people that are worth having are kind of sometimes, the hardest things that we'll ever have to deal with. The prettiest things are sometimes the hardest to hold in a way, So I like this energy, Scorpio. You guys just need to work on your communication, and don't be so affected by, the outside noise. And I do feel like you guys are really able to really, hopefully, come back together as long as you're able to understand how to handle one another. And also, if you can really deal with the thing that just really drives a wedge in between the both of you. Okay. And for some of you, it could be related just to how you deal with relationships in general, right? So, stop self-medicating, communicate with one another. I think that you guys can really build from this energy, okay? You just really have to have these heart-to-heart conversations and really be interested. Each party has to really be interested in really wanting to, take it to the next level. Otherwise, you're always just going to be, one loaf of bread with a knife cut between you. So Scorpio, thanks so much for tuning in here. Thank you so much again for your likes, your comments, your subscribes. If you haven't subscribed already, I do invite you to. If you'd like a more personalized reading, I also invite you to email me at LuminantLibraTarot@gmail.com. It will be in the description box below, okay? So that you can book a more personal reading. Everything that you need to know about that will be down there in the description box, okay? Anything else I want to say? I don't think there's anything else I need to say, Scorpio. I hope that you guys have a great rest of your month, and I'll see you guys next month. Scorpio, you guys have a great day. Bye.